All right, guys, welcome to Fantasy Sports Wrap. Michael Potter and Darren Phillip with you. And Darren, it's Sunday, about 5:30, 5:40, and we got one game or two games going on, I guess, still, right?
Two games. Yeah. Angels are up 9-1 on the Rangers, and the Giants and Nationals just started. They're in the second inning scoreless. So I'm looking probably at a 4-5-1 with Dale. I'm gonna lose to Slammers again, but and he put up some great numbers for a guy that had some roster issues early on in the week. He made three really sharp pickups, and he did his pitching thing, got his pitching, got his actually 2.5 pitching points because we tied in saves, but he got his ERA and WHIP.
You had one of those weeks like I had the other week where your numbers would have been great against almost everybody else, but against Schuff, they just weren't enough. 9 saves. I mean, that's the most in the league, but he had 9 as well.
Yeah.
And you also had tough luck. You had like 70, 80 innings pitched, and you only got 2 wins out of the deal. But your ERA was 2.25 and a 1.0 WHIP. So your guys pitched well. They just didn't get any run support.
They didn't, and that was key because it did not allow me to start sitting some starters. Even though my ERA and WHIP were really good, they have to be great
Right.
if you're pitching against Dale because he's not going to throw as many guys out there. I did catch a break. I caught a huge break when Strasburg had to leave the game yesterday. I mean, he was throwing a great game and was
Right.
on part of a win, but he got taken out in the fourth inning, I think, maybe even the third inning or something like that. So I got lucky there, and I got wins 2-1. So that would have ended up being a tie as well. But he didn't give up any runs. And his closers, he just didn't get lit up like we had talked might happen this week. His closers, they gave up maybe a run at the most for an outing. Now he still has Houston Street going. I'd kind of like Texas to get back in this thing and
So Street,
set up a
what's the
save
score? 9-1?
opportunity. It's 9-1
Oh,
now.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no,
So
what you want to have happen is Mike Socia to go, oh, Street needs some work, and throw him in a 9-1 game in the ninth, and he'll give up like 3.
that way I won't risk losing saves. Yeah, that's perfect.
You
I
could
wonder if
lose.
he's
You
been
could,
he's
yeah.
been
You
pitching
could.
now this
You
week,
could
so.
take WHIP from him if that happened, because he's only got. I mean, it'd take a lot, but he's probably only got like what 30 innings pitched or something like that the whole week.
Yeah, it's well,
It's.
let me
I
check
mean, the
here.
way he plays, it's got to be pretty light, So let me look here. You got 68 innings, and he's got 21.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
you
four or
know,
five hits or walks would turn the tide there.
the ERA moves a lot. Yeah, the ERA is the category that moves a lot when oh yeah, I got a home run from Calhoun. I'm down a home run now.
You got
Oh, baby.
anybody in the? You got Desmond, right?
I got Desmond.
I got Desmond. There's new
I
life.
got Desmond, baby.
What has he got? Has he got anybody in that last game, or is he done
He's got
after?
Andrus. He's got Andrus in the Texas game.
But he's done after that. He's got nobody in the Nationals game.
He's got no, he's got
Yeah.
nobody in there.
All right, we'll keep an eye on that one. That game is
Okay.
big for me too because I'm playing Domorowski, and sometimes you think, oh, that's going to be a walk in the park. Man, I had my work cut out for me. I was down. I fortunately had a really good day today. Got like 5 home runs to take that, but I'm only up 1 run. I had to fight back to get that category. They've got Brandon Belt going. I'm tied in saves, and I've got Drew Storen. So that Nationals game could be a big one for me. If Belt doesn't score a run and I can get a save, I could go 7-3 for the second week in a row, and I need that because the guys in my league that I'm chasing are I mean, Tom Brown's going to win, I think 6-4, and the Docs and Jocks is 5, so I need to pick up some games. But that's a big game for me. Yeah, I went 8, 5,
Yeah,
and
you
10
need.
today. My five guy finally hit 8, 5, 10, 1, and 385. It's like the best
Yeah, that
day
was a
I've
good
had.
finish. It was a good finish for you because I know you were struggling earlier in the week, and I hit for a decent average today, but I just didn't get the I didn't get the homers. I did get just one. I got one just now, but you know, 2 home
Right.
runs today. Hit 325. 7 runs, 2 homers, 7 RBIs, 3 steals. Good day. And Altuve got me a steal late in that Boston game. That was huge.
The
That
other
was huge.
thing,
That carried the.
you and I are both. You said Dale was Dombrowski was a little bit. We're dealing with a lot of day to day guys, a lot of injuries.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
got Gomez on day to day now, so he didn't play for a while. Then he played, hit a grand slam, and he didn't play the next couple games. So I grabbed Marlon Burden, threw him in there for him today. Josh Hamilton has a injury; he's not playing, and then Adrian Gonzalez. got hit by a pitch like in the fourth inning today, so he goes down. So I don't know if he's gonna, I don't know if he's gonna be healthy playing or not.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so that makes
Yeah,
it tough.
I lost Springer this week. He's out 6 to 8 weeks. Marte got hurt today. He hurt his side. Those rib injuries can last a while.
Linger.
Jaime Garcia
He went on the DL, right?
hurt his groin a little while back. They were good. He's on the DL now. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I got some problems as well. But some of these guys you have to cut bait with them. Garcia, I had to cut him.
Yeah.
I mean, I got problems in my lineup. I didn't want to. I like to hang on to the guy. The guy's been lights out for me. But do I cut Springer? The guy's out for 6 to 8 weeks. I won't have him back until the playoffs.
Yeah, you might.
I don't know.
Well, but I mean, if you have nobody else on your DL who's coming off earlier,
I might have to.
You might just throw him on your DL if you got nobody else.
Well, he's
on
in my
there.
DL right now. I flip-flopped him into Shields because the Shields came off, so
Yeah.
that worked out. But it was between him and Garcia, and I can't keep Garcia over Springer. I mean, the guy's just offers so much, but he might come back sooner.
And what that does is, for those folks out there, I mean, Garcia is a guy who is going to pitch well, so somebody can try to grab him. I had to drop, because I had to get a guy in my lineup. I needed runs. I needed home runs, so I got Marlon Byrd. Had to drop somebody, so I dropped, I think it's Tommy Maloney for Minnesota. He won his last 3 outings. He got 2 wins for me, but it was either him or Jimenez, and Jimenez is being more strikeouts. So there's a couple of decent pitchers out there floating around that people can grab. I mean, I had to drop him.
Mm-hmm.
I needed to try to compete in runs and home runs, and Bird didn't do either of those for me, but he's been on a roll. He's been one of the hottest hitters the last 7 to 10 days, so I grabbed him. We'll see what happens. But
Yeah.
Tower, oh my gosh, Darren, once again, 44 runs, 17 homers.
How does he do it? How does he
55
do it?
RBI and 305. JD Martinez this week. He gets guys for whatever reason, and you've been talking about him making nice pickups, but Martinez is the guy he drafted. He gets guys who get hot for 1 to 2 weeks, and then they're not so hot, but they kind of just rotate. Like it was Zobrist for a couple weeks, and Zobrist had an off week, only hit 333 and had no homers. JD Martinez, 6, 4, 10, 458.
It's a revolving door. I mean, these guys, guys might slump off like Rizzo this week, 2 for 18. But then you got Sin Chu, 5 for 14, 5 runs, 3 homers, 3 RBIs.
Yeah.
Echeverria hit 313. This whole churning that he's doing is working real well. He drops a guy that hasn't been performing, picks up a guy that has, and they've been working out for him.
Yep.
So you got to hand it to him. And Albert Pujols, my gosh, the guy's just like.
Yeah.
His career's been resurrected. 2 more home runs this week, 6 RBIs. Didn't hit it for as good of an average, but he didn't need to. These other guys did. Bogart, 367 he hits. Man.
Well, you got to give it to Team Britain. I thought they were going to get smoked earlier in the week, the way things were going, but they got the steals, and then their pitching came alive, and they were able to have a nice ERA and WHIP and take 4 of those categories.
They took the 3. Right, 3 of them. I think.
Yeah,
They took 3
4
categories.
total categories, 3 pitching and then 1 stolen bases. So they stuck in there. But Tom now should overtake the lead because it looks like Docs and Jocks is probably going to go 5-5, and they should take that because for a while their Mounties was all over them. Neither of those guys hit very well, but Docs and Jocks, once again, their pitching came through and won them 3 of the pitching categories. They won a couple batters, so they'll go 5-5. But I think Tower's going to take the lead in the West now by 1 game.
By a game or half a game?
Half game, I think you're right. Yeah.
Yeah. They're half game back going in. So Slammers will continue to lead my division. They've got a 5-4-1 going on right now, and Tillman Pride. They're going to lose. So they're going to drop a game or a half game, I guess.
Is there?
No,
Does those guys have anybody playing? Because the only things really in play are stolen bases. Well, average a little bit, but really stolen bases could flip if Baracho has anybody going tonight, because that's tied right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna look real fast. I don't see.
Yeah, Trout. Tillman's got Trout, but there's not going to be any steals going on in a 12-1 game. That's out of the question.
Baracho's got Escobar. And
you got
Duffy
Escobar
and Harper. Ooh.
Duffy and Harper. So it's you could take that category. for sure.
Not going to catch him in home runs. You doubt those three guys would combine for 5 homers. But if he got stolen bases, he could hit his way back up over 230, maybe, I guess. I don't want to be tight. But, yeah. So, either way, Tillman Pride's looking at the best of 5-4 or 4-5-1. Now.
And he got 8. Pat got 8 wins today. Great ERA and WHIP. He had really good ERA and WHIP when he played me too. And but I had I had a real stellar week as well. So
Wow.
he's been playing well.
1.408 and a .697. Yeah, see, and that's when if you're Pat, you look and go, gosh, I could have taken 4 of the 5 categories from a lot of people, maybe 5 out of 5 and that, but he did take all 5 pitching categories. One thing I've noticed, Darren, and you and I, like we really had to rebuild our teams. You had a couple starting pitchers. I didn't have any, but we really had to kind of rebuild our teams and refocus how we were doing things. The pitch in this setup we have with the limited transactions, a good pitching staff can really keep you alive and keep you in that more 5-5, 4-6 when you lose.
Right.
If you don't have a staff though, that's what I noticed. Man, you can get beat pretty bad. So, a couple of stud pitchers can really make a difference in your lineup.
For sure. All right, I got Ian Desmond up now with 2 on, nobody out. Come on, jack one out of here and let me tie that category. Come on.
We started a golf league too. You can still join. The first week, the Greenbrier Classic didn't go so well for me or Darren. I think we're in last place. You're in last. I'm in second to last. And there's only 4 guys playing.
Yeah, that's a good news. There's only four people in there, including Docs and Jocks from baseball. He's the only one that's in there from baseball. Brandon.
Yeah, my buddy Nick is leading. It's a money league, so I think he's got like $350,000 in prize winnings in these 2 tournaments. Because we did
we're not giving
local
this money
one,
away.
we did the France one.
Mind you.
Oh, you're not? I told him you were matching. I told him that Philip Racing was matching.
Yeah. Philip Racing does not have that in the account.
Maybe selling some horses. You spawning some offspring.
So you didn't have Danny Lee in that PGA tournament, the winner?
I didn't have Danny Lee or David Hearn or Robert Streb or Kevin Kisner, who were all tied and played a playoff. Actually, Kisner got to play one of the rounds, I think, right? Lee and Hearn and Streb went to the final to play the last hole. But yeah, no, I didn't have Danny Lee. I didn't have him. I had 2 guys that got cut, but I didn't have Danny Lee.
I had 3 guys get cut. It was a very disappointing effort from my guys. Bill Haas, I expected a little bit more out of him. And Webb Simpson's played well at this tournament. He got cut.
Yeah.
And then Michael Thompson was my Group 4 guy, and it was just kind of a shot in the dark. He got cut too. Chris Stroud was my top guy, my only guy, tied for 37. So, and how'd you do in the French?
I think I actually did better in the French one. I had a couple of guys that I think I had 2 or 3 that made the cut and finished up in the top. I think I had one guy finished up in the top 10, maybe.
We had the Molinari. We both had. He finished tied for 6th.
I actually did better in that one. I did better in one that I don't know anybody, but quite honestly, I don't know any of these guys. These guys in the Greenbrier either. Like I literally, if you look down the leaderboard, you got to go down to J.J. Henry tied for 13th before I even recognize a name. Like that's where the state of golf is. They got to be worried. The state of golf. There's a lot of really, really good players, but it's just like the NFL. It's just like you figured out. It's good to have stud teams that everybody wants to beat or everybody loves, that they love or they hate, because you got all these guys that I never heard of them. Russell Henley, James Hahn, Greg Owen, Andres Romero, Brendan Todd, Chad Collins. Who are these guys? Scott Langley.
Yeah.
Tony Finau.
Tiger was where Tiger finished?
Like 27th or 30th or something like that, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Where was Tiger? He's down. Oh yeah, 32nd. Tied for 32nd. 7 under though, so
that's good. That's good for him.
Bad for
he needs these confidence boosters. Yeah. He has a rough go in those majors. So
well, speaking of a confidence booster, next week I got you, so we square off.
So what are you saying? That's going to boost your confidence?
You need to give me a confidence booster is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Slammers
it's a good co-host, yeah.
Slammers and Docs and Jocks will battle for a couple of not division leaders, but up there. I mean, Slammers is division leader. Bandits, Mounties, Britton, Domorowski, the 2 married couples go at it, and Pride and Tower. That's going to be a big one. And just a programming alert. The following week, Tom Brown was asking me about this, and I said, I think you just play it out. No. The following week is a 2-weeker because it's the All-Star break. So you probably end up getting like 13 games or 11. Instead of 14 games, you get like 10 or 11 or something like that, or
Yeah, it'll start on Thursday, right? They start playing again
yeah.
on Thursday, and
Oh,
then
Thursday or
you finish
Friday.
up that weekend, and then you go into the
Keep going.
following week.
No.
So what did we figure? 13 days?
Well, it would be 14
No,
days if it was 2 weeks. So it'd be like, what, 10 days or something like that?
yeah,
You know,
10 or
10
11
games.
days. And you only get the 3 transactions for that entire 10 or 11 days because it's 3 transactions per matchup. So
Yeah.
don't think that you're going to get 3 transactions in that short week and then get 3 more the following week. So be cognizant of that.
You
Which
know
is
who
going to make it
you know who you're
tough.
playing in that extended week?
Yeah, I think I'm playing the Juggernaut.
Phoenix Tower.
Yeah.
He's going to hit 45 home runs that week.
45 home runs, 75 RBIs, 65 runs, and he'll hit 320.
Your team's going to throw 100 innings and get a 1 win. That week, I'm going to have more closers than me and Slammers are going. Slammers will get like 19 saves that week. It'll be great. Oh, brother. Well, I'll tell you what. If Schuff doesn't blow up his ERA and whip that week, it ain't happening. It's just not going to happen. He's figured out a way to make that ERA whip thing work.
He's doing it.
He's
but,
doing it.
And his guys, his closers are going out there and they're just not getting hit. They never do. They give up 1 run at the max, and that's it. You think one of these weeks it's going to happen, but he's figured it out. He's got some magic formula going on or something. I don't know.
It better happen. It better happen in a couple of weeks when I play him because I need all the help I can get. As you and I have talked about. I mean, when we're 6, 7, 8 games back with
We're in
about
trouble.
7 weeks
Yeah,
to
we're in
go.
trouble.
Yeah, because everybody, these good teams are at the worst. They're going 5-5.
Yep.
And you can't get a 6-4 and go 1 game at a time. You got to do that every week. So yeah, I need Doxson Jockson Tower to go in the tank a bit, and you need Slammers and Pride to go in the tank a bit. And you're also chasing Bandits, a couple of games. So
Yeah.
it's an
I don't
uphill
like
battle.
my chances. Yeah, it is. Work's cut out for us.
Me
especially.
I'm doubling down. I love my chances. I'm doubling down, baby. I'm all in right now. I'm going all in on this one. So, all right, Deron. Well, we'll do a midweek jobber where we can lament on a podcast a little bit more. And we'll kind of keep an eye and see what you do with all your injured guys and what I do with all my injured guys, because it's kind of time where we need to make some moves here. Can't hang on to these guys. So
No.
all right, D. Have a good week, man. We'll talk to you later.
All right, Pot.
All right, guys. Bye.